Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of a new challenge we're going to be doing here on the channel. Once again, this is another idea inspired by one of my fellow YouTubers at Scootsy16, who is one of the followers here on my channel. Right now, he is currently doing a series in a custom league with a team called the Outlaws, which is called the Chemistry Lock League, where he, before anything started, he went into the league and he looked at the team he was going to pick, which was the Outlaws at random, and he saw what their chemistry buildup was, and he had to draft himself a team sticking to that chemistry, and he can never change from that chemistry as long as he's in control of the team for. And he actually led the team in the first season to a championship. He led the team in the second year to the finals, where they lost the championship. And right now, currently, they're one win away from locking up a playoff berth in their third season as the top seed, winning their division for the first time, if they win their final game, which is coming out, I believe this is what, I'm recording this on Wednesday. That comes out tomorrow on Thursday. So I thought, let's do that idea with everyone's favorite team, the Freebooters. So let's do a quick recollection of what the Freebooters actually look like chemistry-wise. We'll just use this one because I was just in it. But right now, the Booters, when they start every series, their team is Tier 3 Spirited, Tier 2 Competitive, Tier 2 Disciplined and Crafty, and Tier 1 Scholarly. So we are going to have to build a team using this Booters strategy. And in Scootsy's series, he watches all the games. He doesn't play any of them. For me, I'm going to play them as a challenge here. I want to see if I can get these guys a championship here. And I think I'll do it as a season. So I think that's going to be more fun. So let's try that one. All right, so we're going to use this one. All right, we're going to do the standard 16-game seasons, just like he does. Unfortunately, that means we'll have the extra runner and extra innings, but, you know, we can work around that. We'll start it with a shuffle draft, and let's see what we can do. Where are my Booters? Let's go, baby. All right. Oh. Ooh, some good options here to start. We got Manny freaking K's, the ace of the sirloins. Rays Rufo's a solid center field option from the Heaters. Maculo Spectaculo, ace reliever from the Jacks. Mashadonga from the Wide Loads, shortstop. Angel Verde, obviously original freebooter. Love you, Angel. Chico Lapata, he's a closer from the Jacks. Why are him and Spectacular always together? The old man, legend, Charlie freaking Lopez from the Platypi, and Bugsy Snuggs, another pitcher from the Sirloins. So right off the riff, we do have a couple options. Spectacular obviously would help us build down the Spirited route, which is the one we need to build up to Tier 3. Rays Rufo has a good Spirited trait in Rally Starter. And Manny K's is Manny K's. You can't really go wrong with Manny K's. So which of these three options are we going to pick? Because they're the three that speak to me the most. Do we go best player available, which would be Manny, obviously? Do we go the chemistry build, which is what the challenge is, or we get Rufo, who's going to have the trait pay off for us down the road? Because remember, Spectacular is going to have Tier 3 crossed up, no matter what. And K's is going to have Tier 1 Elite 2-seam fastball. That's not bad. We can work around that. Tier 3 crossed up is a pain in the ass. And I love Spectacular. He's like one of my favorite relievers in the game. Rufo would have Tier 2 high pitch, Tier 3 rally starter. That's pretty good. 29. Spectacular's 25. I don't have to worry about regression. This is a season. Let's do... I'm going to take Manny Case. I'm going to take best player. All right, next up, we got Hackliner, who's going to have Tier 1 Big Hack and Tier 2 Ace Exterminator. I'm sorry, Hack. Scoots Tomahawking, okay, he's a free agent. Burt Bergerer, reliever from the Moonstars. We had Harry Backman from the Blowfish. Slick Pickman, Joseph Broseph, Oakley Stiffs, who's a freebooter, and Yacker Asherbaum. A lot of solid options. Best three available are Liner, Tomahawking, and Bergerer. I do like Burt Bergerer. You have Tier 2 reverse splits on a right-hander, which is nice. Tomahawking bad ball hitter would be a tier 2, but he would use up one of my 2 scholarly spots on the team. And Hackliner, unfortunately, would have both his traits at tier 1 like he does on the regular wide loads to begin a series, which annoys the shit out of me. I love Hackliner, but I think Berger is the better option. I'm going to take him. Alright, who's next? Bo Belter. Yeesh. Rhiannon Cannon. Okay. I can respect that one. Allie Find Air at third base. Okay. Cannon Arm would be nice at third. I like that. Donk O. He's a nice young pitcher. Bags, Goodwood. Nah, neither of them speak to me. Tremendo. Durbin Holmes. Probably too early to take either one of them. We get Belter, who can't field, but he could be our DH. We get Rhiannon Cannon, who'd be another compliment to Manny Kays as the number 2. Find Air would be great at third. I haven't used Allie Find Air that much in these series. But remember, she will take up one of my 2 scholarly spots. I cannot go into tier 2 scholarly. So, do I want to blow one of them early? Same thing with Bo Belter. Like, do I really want to do that? Oh, dear me, oh my. I'm going to take... I'm going to take Find Air because the Booters don't have a good defensive third baseman to begin with, so at least Find Air is passable. All right, next up, Jack Cracker in left. Okay, they're really giving me a lot of scholarly players to start. Dick Lucas, I like Dick Lucas. Grunt Manley, he's solid first base option. He'd have tier 3 RBI hero. Ooh, hard to pass on that one. Snag Roper, okay. Hera, oh, I love Hera. Tier 2 Cannon Arm, tier 2 off-speed hitter in right field. Kira, Fruitwell, and Sponge Dryden. I gotta go Grunt Manley. I gotta take that tier 3 RBI hero when I get it. Kasha, tier 3 RBI hero. It's like they're speaking to me with this. Stockton, obviously. I like Stockton, but he can't field. Howie Caldeed. Beavis, I'm not a fan of. Kitty, probably too early to pick someone like her. Let's take Kasha. She's going to have tier 3 RBI hero, too. Now, remember, we got to get some spirited guys in here. Okay, now they're forcing my hand. Huffley Buffler. He's decent at second base. He's not horrible. He could be better. Don't get me wrong. Noodle Arm's going to be a pain in the ass every time that activates. Knox, he's a solid catcher. Tier 1 Little Hack's not going to help him too much. Gee Gold, he's horrible in left field. Marco is solid in center field. He would help us get our first spirited player on the board. Big Hack at tier 1, Whiffer at tier 2, though. Surprisingly, he's a better option in center field than Brickhouse. But I'm going to go with best player available again. I'm going to take Buffler. All right, let's get some pitching on this team, guys. Come on. Willie Bacon. Yeah. Froggo, tier 1 elite changeup. Larry LaJoy. Meow Bubkins. Our starting pitching is going to fall off a cliff, I see. Rod Forth. Ham Slamus. Sirloin Jones. Doc Simpleman. Well, Willie is the best available player. Would already put Crafty at tier 2. Froggo. He's decent. I don't think he should be a number 2, though. Neither should LaJoy or Bubkins, let's be honest. And all of them are tier 1 traits on them. Forth is alright, but he should be a bench guy. He should not be a starter. Slamus I like, but I already have the middle of the infield locked down, so he'd be a bench guy, probably a DH. Let's take Willie. Let's get a center fielder on here who can field. And he's got good speed. Alright, Dano. Ooh, Dano in right field would be amazing. Fabio. Ugh. Cecil's going to have tier 3 rally stopper. I will take him over Fabio. Plus, that's our first spirited player on the board. Oh, and Tucker Turlington. Perfect. Tier 3 clutch. Easy pick. All right, we got Juan Rojas. Very passable right fielder. I like that. Damian Rush would move Bacon to left. Ryder McBride. We're going to be building down Ryder McBride's alley, so it's kind of hard to go against him here. Magic Moore in center is a decent pick. Shania Burns. We got Raul Strikes. I don't like any of these bottom options, so we got Magic Moore in center. Raul would be the last scholarly pick we could make. Shania would help the chemistry. Aoshima, probably not. Shouldn't be your starting catcher if you're asking me. She can't field. Magic in center would be all right. He's a good bat. He's a decent bat. He's not horrible. He's also not great either. I like Shania though. Let's take her. At least get a solid number 3 pitcher on the board. All right, what's next? Ava Blanken right, JYS at catcher. Remember, we're in season mode. There's no regression. RH4 would be good for the bullpen. Nori. I like JYS, honestly. Kingman, he'd be playing right, not first. Batch Wilson would move Bacon to center. Ava Blanc is a decent... She's not a bad right field option, actually. Ava's pretty solid. I'm going to take JYS because we're going to get that trait. So he's gonna start against lefties for sure. Steve Monstor is a decent compliment. Freddie Knox can't field. Ella Royds would be amazing. Cash Basket's going to have her 2 traits at tier 3. Let's get cash money. So competitive's at tier 2. We've made that. So right now, the only thing we have to do is get disciplined to tier 2 eventually, and spirited to tier 3. Oh, Marco's back. Hello, Marco. He came back to me. How nice of him. Tiny DeGrande would have tier 3 rally starter, and he'd be a good complement against righties to go with JYS. Harbormouth, no thank you. I don't like Finnegan's. Dale Nail's alright. Ace Exterminator would only be a tier 1, unfortunately. Marco's the best player. It's either him or DeGrande for me in this one. DeGrande would be DH backup catcher. I think we'll get DeGrande again. I'm very surprised DeMarco actually came back. So let's grab him, and he can always DH for us if we need him to, because Willie Bacon can play a meat in right field. And then we get Juanita Hernandez. Okay. I like Juanita. Juanita with cannon arm this late in the draft. I don't think you can ignore that. I think you have to take that. It's either her or Strider. Tier 1 trade versus Tier 2. Easy pick, Juanita. Alright, Gonzalo. Shirley in the air. We do need a long arm in the bullpen. Binky Stevens would have Tier 3 falls behind. Waggy would fill out the pitching rotation. Seymour, he's a decent bench option, but we already have 4 outfielders. I don't need another one yet. Lawrence Wimple, he would have Spirited. Gets ahead only at Tier 1. Would get Spirited to Tier 3. Taboli's a solid backup catcher. Gonzalo would have Tier 3 contact versus right-handers. You know what? I am going to take... I'll take Indiair, actually. I need the long arm. Alright, so we can no longer take any scholarly players. So Dwayne Butterfinger, that Tier 3 clutch, unfortunately, he can't be on the team. Nomar Stubbs, he also can't be on the team, because we already have filled our scholarly quota. Trox Smith would be a decent number 4, but that's a lie. He's actually be very suspect at best. Trey Mondo's a waste of a pick. Jermaine Raines would come back to the Booters. Rory Crowds in left field. I already have 4 outfielders. Split Seamerson. Tier 2 injury prone. Tier 1 elite forkball. Not the best relief option. McSteel with pinch perfect. That I'm okay with. I like McSteel. And this will put Spirited at Tier 3 where we need it. Or Jermaine. You know what? I think we need an OG freebooter here. Let's get Jermaine. Come on home, Jermaine. Alright, we have 2 catchers. Walker runs. Ooh. Infield option. Tier 3 rally starter. Nice pinch hit option late in games. JYJ. We could do the JY connection. Ooh. Do I take Walker? Do I take JYJ? Who we got at first base? We got Grunt Manley, right? Manley can play first, so can JYS, JYJ, obviously, Jermaine Raines. We have a lot of coverage at first base. I think we take Walker. We're gonna need the bench infield option at some point. So yeah, let's take him. He'll have tier 3 rally starter, so we'll take him. Come on, Walker. Come on home. Filet Jones. Okay. Deuter Eldorino would bump us to where we need to be in Spirited. Same with Pumper Lumpkins. Yuck. Huckster, no thanks. Garth Givener, can't draft him. Maple Ripe. Do we want the Power Bat off the bench as our DH with Noodle Arm? He'll never see the field. We already have an abundance of outfielders. Eldorino will give us coverage at third base as well. Or Pumper Lumpkins, who would give us more coverage in the outfield. I think we need to go one of these three guys. Which one of these three, though? Because they all suck, really. They have their own ups and downs. I think we take Eldorino for the fielding coverage, although Pumper Lumpkins probably would have been a better pick. I like Deuter Eldorino, who can't say that name. And not Smile. So we need a reliever, a starting pitcher, and another bench guy. Okay. We need one more disciplined player, I've realized. So we can get Chili Little, who would be another option. Rogan Balls would close out the bullpen. Franzilla, Takabasai, Miet Ball, Clyde Oliver. Rogan Balls is the best option available to us. Him, Chili Little, or Franzilla. This is getting really tough here. I didn't think it'd be this tough at the end of the draft. We'll take best player available. Give me Rogan. At least we'll have a closer. Alright, so I can't take Beerson. I can't take Stacker. We could take Ponderosa, Felix Farmhand, or Hannah Hogswind. I think we take Hogswind here just to have a 4-starter. And I need a disciplined player with my last pick. And that means by default, it is going to be Bubba Blastman, so we'll have a 5th outfielder, which I didn't want to do, but I need to abide by the rules of the Chem lock. So, Bubba, welcome in, buddy. You're not my first pick. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I have a feeling that this is going to be a very tough challenge, but I'm more than ready for it. I think we can do it. I want to see how good we're going to do. Alright, so yeah, here's the team. This is what we're rolling with. We are going to have, let me use the lineup here. This is with DH because we're only in a 16-game season, so we're only going to play teams in our conference, so we will only be using the DH lineup. So we're going to have Willie Bacon lead us off in center. Huffley Buffler will be at second. Cash Emmon will be at short. Grunt Manley is at first. Find Air is at third. Walker Runs will DH. I don't like that. I would rather have DeMarco DH, if I'm being honest. Or Blastman. Either one of them would be better options. Cash Basket in left, especially if we're playing lefties. JYS, he'll be catching, and Juanita Hernandez will be in right. Yeah, I do not want Walker DHing. I want either Eldorino. I think Marco would be a solid bench option. Bubba Blastman, I think, would be the better DH, so I'm going to put him in instead. I'm going to move Cash above him in the lineup because of that. Just because she's a little bit faster than him. I don't want her to be trapped behind him. Plus, Blastman's a switch hitter, so he can at least, flip back and forth across the plate. Alright, we'll send up to the next game, and we will get ready for that next episode. I'm unfortunately out of time today and have to get ready for work. So, Booters will be taking on those damn Grass Eaters in the first game. And, of course, they pick Slipsauter, one of the best pitchers in the league. We have Manny K's. Okay, that should be fun. Alright, lineup is set there. We're facing a lefty, and we are going to put in, again, Blastman over Walker Runs. I want Walker off the bench just in case I need to sub him in somewhere around the infield. Alright, so it's going to be Willie leading off in center, Basket in left, Buffler at second, Emmon at short, JYS at catcher, Manley at first, Blastman DHing, Findair at third, and Juanita Hernandez in right field. Let's see if this Chemlock Freebooter team can actually make some noise here in this league and maybe do better than what they normally do, which is not a whole lot. If you made it this deep, guys, let me know your thoughts here on the first shuffle draft and how maybe I made some wrong picks here or there, or if someone better could have been available for us for this Chemistry Lock Challenge. And let me know your predictions and how you think we're going to do here in this 16-game season when we start it up next time out. It's just going to be a short little challenge season. We're not going to do more than 1 year with them. We're just going to see if we can actually get it done. But once again, quick shout out to @Scootsy16 over on YouTube. This was his original concept idea, and I'm just building on it. So go ahead, show him some love. Go subscribe to his channel. He'd appreciate it, I know. And I'd appreciate it too, because, helping a good friend out. But that's going to do it for today's episode, everybody. If you made it this deep, if you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below if you guys want to come over. Watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Catch you on the next one, everybody. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.